Okay, the library will be open until midnight tonight. That means I should be able to finish finalizing the corrections to my lesson plans with no issue. But I also haven't started to think about what to do for my capstone project. Is that something I should be thinking about now? Well, how soon is too soon? Why am I already behind somehow? God, why in the world do I always do this? Like, come on, at some point you really can't be surprised anymore. And oh my God, I'm so sorry. Please tell me those didn't fall on your foot or something. Oh, thank God. Oh, you don't have to. I can just pick these up. It was my fault for not looking up in the first place. I'm sorry. Thank you. You really didn't have to do that. So I appreciate you doing that for me. Sorry again. Um, you're Sunshine, right? Wait, I'm sorry. That probably sounded super weird and creepy. I didn't. I just I, I'm friends with Nova Ramos. I'm not sure if you know any other people named Nova, but in case you did, they're a necromancer. That Nova. We're friends. They've talked about you a few times before. Actually, it's just kind of a lot. Honestly, they talk about you kind of a lot. God, I probably sound super weird still. Here, one sec. Sorry, full hands. There. Okay, here we go. Um, Hi, I'm Emerson. Oh, they have. That's reassuring to hear. um, are you cool with being called that? I mean, I know Nova calls you that all the time, so that's what I got accustomed to hearing. But I don't. I mean, I barely know you, which so it feels worth clarifying at least if you're comfortable or not. Because I'm more than willing to just call you by your name instead if that's what you want. It wouldn't be a problem. Just you just say the word and I'll be on that. Cool, cool. Yeah. Okay, then I'll keep both in mind. Oh, I should move out of your way. My bad. I'm sure you were on your way somewhere. Help you? Yeah, sure. What did I mean? How can I help you? Oh, that should be easy. I'm pretty familiar with the campus. You know, I know it like the back of my hand. What's the class you're looking for? Intro to Field Delusory Magic. Oh, no, nothing. Everything's fine. I'm also heading to that class right now. Like, what are the odds? Were you heading there like right now, or were you? I mean, did I interrupt you on your way somewhere else? Okay, then I can I'll take you there. Also, I tend to enjoy getting to class kind of early. It kind of helps me feel grounded for whatever reason. So you can follow me. I mean that is assuming you meant like right now. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Yeah. I'm an archival track student and a TA. Well, technically I'm a TA under the archival track, but it's not anything concrete because of the class I assist with. I mean, it isn't strictly for my track. You know, it's actually fairly common for all kinds of students to take it. There's a lot more covered in the course than you'd think initially. I know I certainly underestimated it when I first took it a few years back now, but now I try to uh, what's the word? Um, I try to advertise it a little better because I think most people should take it at least once, even if they never go to the corresponding upper level version. Did I make a wrong turn? No, wait. This is the right way. Sorry. Anyways, where was I? I don't think you actually wanted to know all of um that. I'm sorry. Oh, you really think so? Right, right. Yeah, sorry. I didn't even mention the name of the course. It's called Survey of Classification 1 and 2. The upper level is actually a lot more interesting since by then you already have a working knowledge of the topic. So really, it's more so like discussions and analyzing rather than just like really long-winded lecturing. I mean, it's not always lecturing, but lectures do make up a quite sizable portion of the class. I mean, um, yeah, that's not it. It's not really an archival track requirement or anything to be a TA. But I really enjoy it. It's kind of fun in its own chaotic kind of way. But I talked a lot already. Sorry. What track are you under? I'm sure Nova mentioned it in passing, but I can't really remember right now. Oh, yeah, yeah, that makes sense. So this class is one of your first tastes of illusory magic, then. Oh, no, 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 it's not. I didn't mean like I noticed or anything. It just it it makes sense if it's your first semester under this track. Plus, everyone takes courses for different reasons, so you shouldn't. I mean, it's nothing to. uh, it's not weird or embarrassing or anything. Um, so how are you liking Hive? Or I mean, I guess do you like Hive? It'd be kind of silly to assume that you just being a student means you have to like it. There's plenty of flaws and issues on a systemic level, so there's plenty to not like. But I guess I sort of mean more on a general level. Do you like it here? Yeah, that makes sense. What other classes are you taking? If you're comfortable sharing, you don't. I'm just trying to make conversation. Whoa, that's quite the full schedule. And I mean, so many different kinds of courses. I mean, I never even thought to take something like intro to word creation. Any particular reason why it's sort of uh, what made it catch your eye, I guess? Oh yeah, that makes sense. I mean, there are really you have a lot of options, so it's really smart to take such a wide variety of courses to figure out which branch you want to go down. I definitely took a while to decide myself. My branch, um, well, for the archival track, our branches are more or less split into one of two categories, which is restoration and maintenance versus examination. I mean, both are. Well, it's you can't exactly have one without the other. That's just sort of the nature of studying history. But in my case, my branch is more so examination based. The what I consider my concentration is exploration and study of fields. I look at the capabilities and limitations of our fields, how different fields behave, how our understanding of our fields has shifted throughout the years, all sorts of things like that. Really, it's actually why it's the reason why I'm taking Intro to Field Illusory Magic in the first place. Reading about what can be done only gets you so far, and with a class like this, I'll have a more I guess intimate, if that's the right word, understanding of the magic. All of that to say, I'm sort of what my end goal is to continue observing this subject. I haven't figured out in what way I want to if I want to like I don't know how I want to continue yet. Right now, I'm more so focused on graduating as a certified historian. Oh my god, that was so long-winded. I'm sorry. I just I study fields essentially. No, a survey of classification isn't really. Uh, Well, I guess it kind of goes with my concentration. They they kind of work together, but in a in a correlation doesn't equal causation kind of way, sort of. Not really. I'm sorry for talking so much, but please feel free to kindly stop me if I talk too much. I know I can kind of just start going and going and and going. Well, thank you. I really appreciate you saying something like that. Sure, yeah, yeah. What is it? What? Sorry. What do you want to know? Oh, no, I just uh, well, no one's ever asked me about my track. Not not like that, at least. Usually they want to know the formalities and such, which I can't. I don't necessarily blame them. I mean, compared to what you might do, archival does seem a bit lackluster. Um, I won't speak for other people under my track, but um, I guess I really like the ability to understand the world around me. It's like, I mean, yeah, it's still magic based, and I'm reading about magic most of the time instead of actually doing it. But when I am learning about these things, it feels kind of like looking at everything through a new lens. Not just people. I mean, like even the physical world or nature. It's all intertwined, and finding those connections to everything. It's really cool. And I feel like my track offers the most opportunities to have that experience comparably. But not to. I'm not trying to imply anything about the diversion track or any of the tracks. I mean, you asked what my favorite thing was, and I'm sorry I worded that last part poorly, but yeah, that's my personal perspective on things. Oh, thanks. You just need to give yourself time. I'm sure you'll find something to love about your track once you really get into it. I mean, based on the way Nova talks about you, you're really you're good with understanding things quickly, if that makes any sense. Sorry. Fun fact, I actually didn't know what I wanted to do either when I first started here. I knew at least I wanted to study something, but I couldn't pinpoint what I thought I was both skilled at and also passionate about. Because sure, there's plenty of magic I could learn and become good at, but it wouldn't really be worth it to me if I wasn't excited to learn at the same time. Maybe that's a little optimistic, I guess. I also just know myself well enough to know I wouldn't have gotten far if I didn't also find a way to love what I do. So just you're not alone in that that struggle. There are plenty of people who have been where you are too. Shit, almost past it. Sorry. Here we go. This is where our intro to field illusory magic class is. We're probably one of the first people here, but hey, that just means first pick at a seat, right? Oh, sorry. One sec. I just I gotta set these down. Are you kidding me right now? Yeah, I just one of my colleagues, or well, they're another TA too. They finally texted me asking for these books, which under normal circumstances I wouldn't. It wouldn't be a big deal, but they're currently on the other side of campus. Uh, it's fine. Duty calls and whatnot. What matters is that you know where to go now. I mean, it's not. There are worse things that could happen. I mean, don't even get me started about this first time I had to cover a lecture with 5 minutes prep. That was it was honestly terrible. But I'll see you around. So, I mean, it's kind of inevitable since we're in the same class and all. Right? Yeah, yeah. And there's Nova too. So, I'm sure they'd rope me into more things if I had the free time. Yeah. Sure. Yeah. That would be fun. Just let me know if you ever want to study then. Bye, sunshine.